How'd your tournament today go, man?
Not as good as usual. My consistent third place, I usually always get like third place, but I think I got fourth this week. Crow's really good. That's the guy that beat me. He plays Sheep. He used to come before, like, COVID hit and everything like that, and he played Fox, and he was really good. Like, he would always go, like, last game, but he just 3-0'd me with Sheik today. He's really consistent with tech chasing.
Who'd you play against him?
I went Falcon the first 2 games, then I tried Fox, and my Fox did pretty good. So Fox, it took it last stock, and then he grabbed me, and I was like, oh, this is rough. Because, like, no, it's bad, and if you get grabbed, he's really good at getting you with that.
So you feel like you played better as Fox?
Yeah, I did better. I got closer with Fox, but if he gets you, like, it's either when you got on the ground against him, I only had 1 or 2 options: was get percent damage or just go off the stage and get edge guarded. He was good.
Who did you play in winners?
Oh, I think character. I played Rick. Rick in winners,
okay.
Yeah. Rick beat me. Also got 3-0'd, so not the best week for me.
Do you feel sad or is it chill?
A little bit. I'm a little disappointed just because I feel like me and Crow could have had a good set if I just kind of closed out a few things. And I didn't do that. But
I feel kind of similar. I don't know if you watched my set with Dr. B.
I did. I watched the whole thing.
It was like Game 5 last stock.
Yeah, that was so close, man.
I felt dumb because I SD'd on you.
I watched it. The second stock, you SD'd on, and you still almost brought it back.
I still almost brought it back. I had to come back.
It's like and you had bands. Like, they were banned. You guys were doing bands, too.
So I thought there was something off with the bands, and this is no shade to Dr. B.
He didn't know, yeah.
Yeah, but I do think if I'd been able to go Yoshi's twice, I could have clinched it. If it should have, would have, could have, whatever. But I was still pretty happy with how I played.
Yeah, I think if that second stock, you didn't lose it. I think you probably would have closed it because you came back hard and you were hitting a lot of clutch tippers today. Like, you really came out clutch when you needed to. So I think that's important.
And I'm still happy with how I played. Like, I
think you're the up and comer right now. I'm scared to see you in bracket. I really wanted to play you. Like, I really wanted you to beat Dr. B and play you.
Yeah, I did too. That would have been fun.
I was excited for that.
So did you play Dr. B after me?
Yeah.
Yeah? How did that go?
3-0.
3-0?
Yeah.
Do you play Falcon against him?
Yeah, that's when all Falcon.
What's your plan with projectiles as Falcon?
I play platforms a lot. I like to jump up and kind of jump up in space, jump up and then play the air a little bit, and whenever he throws them out, I kind of land and I try to do something off that. But yeah, playing the ground game against Dr. B is hard because he'll make sure you can't play it comfortably at least.
Dude, I gotta say, I was talking with Rick about this. I don't mind it. I like playing against Link. I mean, I was a kid main. Link was my kid main, and so even though obviously when you're 7, you're not playing competitive melee, I'm still familiar with kind of how Link's general Link zone. Yeah. So I still feel comfortable playing him, and I'm excited to play Dr. B again.
No, he's good. When I first showed up in Springfield 3 years ago, he was a monster. I just could not get close to beating him. So I think it's cool to see that he obviously plays more Ultimate now, and he played Smash 4 back then too. But I like being able to beat him now, so that's good a little bit.
I'm happy I played well against him. But moving on from me, because I'll talk about Mark knows. I sent Mark. I'm like, yo, Mark, one time I almost beat DryBones. It was so cool.
Dude, you get close to beat me every time you play. It's crazy.
One thing I was interested in talking to you about that we didn't have much time to talk about last time is what is your perspective on Melee? Do you have Melee goals? Do you just play for fun or what's up?
So when I first started Melee, I had really ambitious goals. I wanted to be really good and the best I can. It's hard. I don't know. I obviously want to win. I'm competitive at heart, but do I strive to be top 100 or not even top 10 Missouri deal? I don't know if I strive for that anymore. I just kind of play. I like playing with my friends, and I like coming to the tournament and being competitive, locally competitive, but maybe not worldly. Because my very first tournament I ever went to was EVO 2016.
Oh, really?
And I had never played on a CRT before. I'd only played on a flat screen TV.
What the hell?
Yeah, I went 3-2.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't even wave dash in game.
What made you go to EVO that year? Did you go alone?
No, with my training partner, Gage Mariah. He used to come here a long time ago.
I remember Mariah, yeah.
Yeah, we grew up together, best friends since 3rd grade, and we got into Melee together.
Wow. So you really no ambitions now? I mean, do you want to beat James?
Oh, I want to. Right now, my goal is Rick. Well, I want to beat Rick just because it's been years of me trying to beat Rick, and I never have. And he plays Falco now, so I feel like it's definitely doable, but I don't feel like in my heart I really beat him until I beat his Falcon. He still beats me really consistently with Falco, so it's still a challenge.
What's your game plan to take on Rick? Are you doing any specific practice?
I'm watching the VODs. James kind of watches the VODs too, and he gives me a lot of good advice. I think James is the advice giver of Springfield. He's really good at analyzing things, and he's been kind of pushing me to practice things that would help me against Rick. And I know I've watched noticeably against Rick, he keeps me on the ledge a lot, and I'm just not good on the ledge, so maybe I should practice ledge like just ledge plays in general, like moves from ledge, like the hack stash a little bit.
Do you typically play Fox or Falcon against Rick?
Typically Falcon, yeah.
You got to do those whizzy things on the ledge.
Yeah, the hack stash.
Yeah,
That's
the
the
hack
hack stash,
stashes.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's good because if you do it perfectly, it's just like you can't really do much about it.
I was practicing those as Marth earlier. I don't know if they quite have the same usability with Marth.
It's
but-
still a good mix-up no matter what. James does it against Marth, but he'll like immediately jump instead of like going back to ledge. He'll like test the ledge backwards and then like jump up again and like forward air. He does that, and that gets me a lot. But I'm always scared to miss it and like air dodge off and then die, and that's never fun to do that.
So you're trying to beat Rick.
Trying to beat Rick.
Let's just say, hypothetical, you beat Rick, you beat James. What's the next step?
Next step. At that point, I'd like to be able to make it like a consistent thing, obviously. But if I could like actually beat Rick and James like every once in a while or like often, I would probably branch out to other tournaments. But until I can like do that, I don't want to spend my time traveling anymore. I went to a lot of tournaments, like majors. I've been to a ton.
Really?
Yeah, I've probably been to like 8 or 9 majors.
What's your favorite major you've been to?
I've been to each big house since 4.
Yo, that's cool.
So I like the big house a lot. That's probably my favorite just because I go to it the most. So probably the big house is fun.
And so let's just say you do beat James and Rick consistently, and let's say you do start traveling again. Do you think you would have bigger goals with Melee, or is it still just like a kind of a hobby?
I think at this point, I've been playing the game for like near 6 years now, since high school. I don't know if I can just really want to put my full work into it because I don't know if it'll ever pay off at this point. Because Melee, you have to be like really, really good, and it just barely pays off. Like you have to be a streamer and everything too. So it's a hard game to make a profession out of. Like Mango is like one of the few people that really can make some good money doing it. So.
Yeah, for years it seemed like Mango was the only guy. I think what was cool about COVID is that a lot of Smashers streams got pretty big.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's super cool. And COVID kind of gave a chance for people to kind of grind, like just net play and all that stuff. And people came up, people got good. HBox fell off, it was weird.
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes back to stage Melee, though, HBox has an edge for like competing on a stage. I feel like there's a difference personally than like net play tournaments because you're comfortably at home. But like if you're on a stage in front of a crowd of people, it's just different. Like he has the nerves to be able to do that. So I feel like when it comes back to LAN Melee, he might be a better player than what he is now.
I feel like, do you watch a lot of Melee? Do you watch the tournaments?
Yeah, I try to.
I feel like everyone sort of goes through a phase where it's like you always want HBox to lose, but I think it would be fucked up if he wins Summit 11 next week. I think it'd be kind of sick.
It would be kind of cool because like HBox obviously he's not so dominant now, so he's not. People I don't feel like are as hateful on him because they just got tired of watching him win. I guess is kind of what happened. I was never a big hater on HBox. My favorite, I got to go to EVO 2016 with the HBox Armada Grand Finals.
Oh, dude!
And the reset, and that was like probably my favorite set. Like I got to witness in person at least, and that was amazing.
Yeah, people can say whatever they want about HBox, but that was a wild set.
That was a wild set.
Like truly one of the greatest ever. Who do you enjoy watching play at a top level?
Right now, I like None because he's just absolutely crazy, and I think it's cool that we got the room with him at the big house, which is kind of a...
Tell me about that. How was that?
None was okay. So I kind of expected None just kind of crash in a bed and just kind of like not really talk to us. But he spent the whole time like we'd go get food and he would just walk with us and like just kind of spent the whole time following us around and talking to us. So I thought that was kind of really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I just didn't expect him because I was like, oh yeah, place to stay. But and like after grand finals, we stayed up till like 6 in the morning, and he was like analyzing the grand finals in front of us, like on a different level.
Really?
Like things that I didn't think about ever in Melee. So I thought that was really, really interesting.
What was the grand finals of that tournament?
It was Mango Zane.
Oh, of course, yeah.
It was Mango Zane, and it was a really like old school hype set, and None was like so fanboying over it. He loved it. So
yeah. What did he? Do you remember anything he said about the set?
I don't remember any specific things. Just like the way he thinks about the game, it's just a completely different like way that I think about the game. So trying to process it the way he did was just a really cool thought. I don't know any specifics of what he said.
What about you said like the way you think about the game?
I don't know.
Do you have anything to expand on?
He's just like a few levels deeper than I am at the game. I feel like because he's reading his opponent's movements like down to like their aerial drifts and everything. And when I try to read someone, it's more of just like a tech read or something like that, and I get a feel for the player that way.
What do you like about Captain Falcon?
I like the potential Captain Falcon has to just like if you like really know your opponent, you can just delete a stock super quick. Yeah. And it's like his combos are pretty good against floaties. Like Marth are like really good combos against Marth and Link. Like Link today, I comboed Dr. B really well because I would like hit him once and it's like up air him 5 times.
I can see Link being kind of a juicy weight for Falcon. He is for Marth too. I mean, I was actually surprised playing Dr. B. despite Link's projectiles, how easy it was to kind of put the pressure on Link. I think if I'd have played a couple of the scuffles a little better, I think I really could have had the upper hand.
I definitely first fell in love with Captain Falcon because I thought he was like, everyone thought he was cool. Like, everyone's like, oh, Captain Falcon's sick. This is like way back when. But now people are like questioning if Captain Falcon's cool or not, obviously, because to be a top player of Falcon, you got to play a little lame. Like, you can't just be cool all the time and win. None tries to, and it works sometimes, but he's just a special beast, I guess. So. Yeah. So a lot of people don't like Falcon as much. I still think he's fun. I think he's cool. It's really satisfying to hit combos with him. So yeah.
I've kind of a love-hate with... I mean, obviously I play Marth, so I have a love-hate with Falcon. But I think Falcon versus Marth is one of the most exciting matchups in the entire game.
It's one of the best matchups, in my opinion. Yeah. It's probably my favorite matchup, honestly, is Falcon Marth.
I go hot and cold with it. Sometimes, like, when I play you and I'm just not ready for it, it's very demoralizing. Because it's like, oh my god, like...
Yeah.
Because Marth, despite Marth's disjointed hitbox, like, you can just feel when Falcon's getting in on you, and it sucks.
He's fast. Like, when Falcon, like, he'll punish you the hardest for missing something, Falcon will, because he can just run. If you miss one thing, he'll just run up there and punish you. He just runs across the stage.
I think I'm not allowed to say which characters are lame because I play Marth, but sometimes Falcon...
No, Falcon's lame.
He just pisses me off.
I understand that completely, man. Everyone has kind of a hate with Falcon now. Like, it used to be, oh, Falcon's cool, like, look at him stomp knee, and now it's like, wait, stomp knee's not that hard. It's not cool.
We got a 4-stock cooking up. Oh, wait. Okay, is Rick going to take a stock? James has his gem. All right.
That could have been bad.
So, how old are you?
I'm 23.
You're 23?
I turned 24 in January.
Dude, I thought you were like 21.
No, I'm young.
So you've been playing Melee since you were 17?
20, like the end of 2015 is when I started.
Do you think you'd ever quit?
Personally, it's hard for me to imagine like actually quitting Melee. I don't know if I could really quit. Yeah. I mean, like obviously, like in like years and years, I wouldn't play it as much. I'd have like in theory, I'd have like a family and a job and all that stuff. But I think I would still kind of dabble in Melee just because it's just a fun game and it'll be nostalgic at that point to me. So,
what do you think week to week? What do you get out of being here? Is it just fun?
No,
do you want to?
Yes, it is fun. I have a great time. Like I look forward to the weekly, obviously, but I think that I do learn every week. James has been really good at teaching me, and really, I just really want to beat Rick or James. Like, I want to have that upset moment where I beat one of them. It's just been a while since it's happened. I haven't beat James. I think me and James only played like once, maybe twice since we came back in brackets. We don't play as much. I played Rick multiple times.
Yeah, you and Rick seem to play like every week.
Usually, like if I'm usually aiming for third place, like typical, I'd lose to Rick in winners, then lose to Rick in losers finals again. So we'd usually play like twice. But
do you think you'd ever switch characters? Your Fox is pretty heat.
My Fox isn't bad. I think some days my Fox plays better than my Falcon. It just kind of depends on the day, but lately I think my Falcon's probably best, and it's kind of a matchup inexperience thing. People aren't as good against Falcon as they are against Fox, because when people will practice Melee, they play against Fox a lot of the time, so it's just a good way, like middle ground of a lot of people play it and everything like that. So I like Falcon. I think if I get beat by Falcon, like with my Falcon really hard, I'll try Fox, and I've had some good luck like doing that and having good chances of winning. Like with Crow, he destroyed my Falcon, honestly.
Who?
Crow.
Oh, Crow.
Yeah, he beat my Falcon. My Fox really almost took the game, so it's a good mix-up.
Nice.
I haven't played a good Sheik in years either, and he's pretty good.
Dude, I feel like the only Sheik I can think that I've played is the dude from Joplin who used to come here.
That's true, I think. Well, and he played Fox a long time ago.
Well, no, not the long-haired dude. He was taken...
Was it Vitek?
Yeah, Vitek.
That's my cousin.
Oh, it's your cousin?
Yeah.
Dude, him and I used to have a really fun rivalry. We traded so many sets together.
I remember that. Yeah, yes, Vitek. That was my cousin. He used to play, lived in Warrensburg.
Does he still play?
No, he quit.
Why?
He moved to Rolla, and then the Rolla scene died, and he just... I don't know. His computer wouldn't run netplay.
He was a cool guy. I ran into him... Well, you were at Smash and Splash that year. I ran into him playing Project M with none, and he was taking shots while he was playing.
I have the video on my phone of him taking that shot, actually.
You had a hype set in pools, too, at Smash and Splash. I don't remember which Smash and Splash that was.
I made it. I went day 2 that time, so that was really hype.
James, so did Gas.
That was the one tournament I actually went day 2, and I got back-to-back wobbled in winners and losers, so...
Really?
Yeah.
Who'd you play?
So my losers match was Ben 2, the Missouri wobbler guy, so that really sucked.
Oh, shit. Yo, I'll play double. Me and Pugs, we'll play doubles. I need to chat with some more people, though.
Yeah, fair.
What else is on your mind, dog? You got any questions for me?
And I just want to play you in bracket again, honestly, because I just feel like you get better and better every week, and like not a lot of people are like improving as fast as you are. So I think it's fun to like see you, because you took my advice very seriously, which people don't do often. Like I've given advice to people, and they just kind of like they think about it, and then they don't really think about it after like the day.
Dude, your advice changed my life.
You took it home, and you came back, and I was like, oh man, he actually listened to me, and then you almost beat me. So
actually, James earlier, I told him I hadn't played since Mario's last week, and he was like, oh, Mario's going to destroy you. But like, for me, my tech skill could always be better. And I have a lot of gaps in my tech skill that I think I shouldn't have anymore, just from how long I've played. I think it's embarrassing. I still have the problems I have. But a lot of times for me, it's a mental thing where I just have to think through, like, what have I been doing wrong? And like, for example, my last talk against Dr. B, I just kept DIing in. I kept getting above him. And it's like, just DI out.
It's a panic moment, man. It's a panic moment. Game 5 last dog. It's hard to really react and like do the right thing at the right time in last dog game 5. So
what would you say for players like my level and lower, if you had like a general piece of advice? Does anything come to mind? Like just something to work on, something to change about how they play?
The most important thing to me getting better is obviously having a good punish game is practicable, but having a good neutral game and being able to get those openings is probably the most important thing. Getting openings in neutral game, I think is the best thing to practice.
What's the DryBones breakdown of how neutral works in Melee?
So to me, I like being able to stay as close to them as possible without them being able to hit you. So you want to be in their pressure zone, so they're scared. You don't want to like let them freely move around. I listened to a top player talk about it. I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Mango, but I'm not sure. It's like you want to be as close to them as possible without them being able to reach you. And then whenever they mess up, you strike. I don't necessarily play like that, and most people don't just play like that because you got to throw mix-ups in just by going in and like overshooting a move or something like that. But it's a mental game to me. You kind of have to guess what they're doing and then try to read them on something. But staying close to them is a good thing to practice. Like if you can practice being close to some guy and not getting hit, I think that's really important for getting like good at neutral game.
It's cool you brought up Mango because he always does those goofy Mango drawings. But like, what's cool about those is you can tell he's a really good visual thinker. Yeah. And like, even if his drawing shows him with like a fat cock like coming off him, sometimes I wonder about like the like gods of Melee, like Mango and Mewtwo King, for example. I feel like playing against Mewtwo King all those years, you must just have the craziest idea of like spacing and like just how to not get grabbed, how to not get forward smashed.
A micromanaging war at that point. Like it's just like the smallest movements matter at that level, and I think that's what like makes them different. And if they just think about the game differently, honestly, that's what from talking to Nunn at least, that's what it felt like. I felt like he thought about the game differently, but I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of interesting.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, do you have anything else in your mind, or do you want to wrap this up?
I think let's wrap this up. I'm gonna probably head out here. I've been tired.
Cool.
I didn't get much sleep last night.
Dude, I feel like everybody was tired today. Like,
yeah, I was definitely tired coming in.
Anyway, thanks for talking with me, dude.
Man. Absolutely, anytime.
Yeah.
Catch you next week. Bracket, hopefully.
Yes, I'm gonna beat your ass.
If not, friendlies for sure.
Yes,
for sure. All right, man. Good games.
Just the Miller High Life.
The champagne and beers. Yes. $2.
What's up, Mark?
What's up, Shane?
How's it going?
It's good. I'm tired, but it's good.
Dude, I'm hella tired.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a shorter episode this week.
Yeah. It felt like a long tournament to me. Yeah. I don't know if it felt, well, yours was certainly longer than mine, but...
No, mine felt long because, one, I had to wait for part 4 to get here to play him. Then I had to wait for Dr. B to be done. And then James I went to game 5 with, Dr. B I went to game 5 with, Kellogg I went to game 3 with, so it was just a lot of like full sets.
Yeah, I went to game 3 with Kellogg. I only played best of 3s all night, so I went game 3 with Kellogg, I won, and then I went game 2, I lost 2-0 to DryBones and par 4 again. But I played mostly Falco. I brought out the Ganon against DryBones, and that was when he told me my Ganon was nasty. I'm paraphrasing a little bit. So it felt good to get some Falco practice, like on the big stage, quote unquote. And it felt good. So I was expecting to go 0-2. So the fact that I went 1-2 is an improvement in my mind.
Tell me a little bit about where you're at in your Melee journey right now, because we've been talking, just in day-to-day life, and I feel like you're in a pretty relatable spot with, like, I don't think I would classify you as, like, a new player, because you played a lot of Ultimate, and you played 64 and, like, whatnot, but, like, relatively newer to, like, the big Melee journey. You've been hopping between mains. You've been wondering who's the right one. Like, just tell me a little bit about where you're at.
That's a hard question, and it's one that I've given a lot of thought to over the last couple months. I mean, I've been playing Melee for about a year consistently. I took 4 months off or whatever to go to China.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I forgot you played Melee before you went to China.
Yeah, me too.
I totally forgot about that.
I forgot about Melee a little bit when I was in China. I almost brought a controller with me. I mean, I couldn't play, I guess I actually probably could have installed the Dolphin client on my laptop that I took and just played against a computer or something. But I almost took a controller just to practice tech stuff. But so in terms of the last couple months, I mean, I went from Ganon as my main to Marth, and then from the start of these locals, I've basically only played Marth. I played a little Ganon on the first day, and then today was the first real switch where I played Falco and then a little Ganon, but I didn't play any Marth.
Why no Marth today?
So I actually thought about playing Marth at a couple points. I thought about playing it against DryBones, but we played like a friendly beforehand, the DK versus Luigi game, and that was fun. And I was like, okay. And same thing against Par 4, because all of my sets against him have been Marth Falco, and they've been really close. But I stuck to my guns because I said I was going to play Falco. I didn't want to back out on that.
Hell yeah, bro.
That was mostly for me. That was I'm expecting to lose, and if I do, so be it. So right now in my Melee journey, I think where I'm at is I'm realizing how much work I still have to do, especially now that I've switched from Marth to Falco. There's a lot of tech stuff I really need to get good at. There's things that I could point out. There's ledge dashing, there's wave shining, there's like shine down, air shine back, or things like that. And
you need your jump cancel shines.
Jump cancel shines.
That's your day one. You got to get down.
Yeah, there's just a lot of mechanical stuff that I need to get down. But also, the main reason I switched from Marth to Falco is because I'm having more fun playing Falco. So in my mind, I mean, and this is something that I've talked with friends about in the past, like there's no point in me playing a game if I'm not going to have fun. And it's not that I don't have fun playing Marth, but I definitely have more fun playing Falco. And hitting the things that I hit on Falco makes me feel really good. And so that's where I'm at, I think. I'm trying to keep the competitive spirit alive in me, which I think it definitely still is. Both being competitive and also having fun. I'm trying to find that balance, and I think I've struck a balance there. It's just there's a lot of work that goes into that in a number of ways. And so, yeah, I think I'm in the grind set mindset, as you will. That's where I'm at, I think.
So you think Falco's the one?
Right now, I think so. Yeah, out of all the experience that I have, that's the one that I'm having the most fun with, and that's the one where when I think about a skill ceiling and when I think about where I want to go, where I want to be, in 6 months' time, let's say, or a year's time, I really want to see myself grow. And when I see that sort of progression, I want to see that with Falco more than anybody else right now. So that's where I'm at, I think, right now. So,
how do you think you played overall today? Walk me through your tournament a little bit.
I think I played pretty well, actually. I was very happy with how I played against Kellogg because he's a really good player.
Dude, Kellogg's sick. Dude.
Yeah, and I was happy that I was able to play Falco against him and win. So I actually played Falco game 1, I won. I played Falco game 2, I lost. And then I thought for a good 30 seconds to a minute on stage select, and I was like, I'm going to trust my gut. I said that out loud, I'm pretty sure. And I backed out and I went to Ganon instead. I said something like, I'm going to trust my instinct and I'm not going to try hard. And then I was like, let me take that back, because you are worthy of trying hard, and like I respect you as an opponent, and I'm not saying like I'm not going to try hard, but I'm going to play Ganon instead of Falco.
And that was game 2?
That was game 3. That was the decider, and I won that game, and that was a close game. But and I think that was the one where he kind of SD'd at the end or something. I forget exactly what happened, but so I felt good about that set. I actually felt pretty good about my set against DryBones too. I felt like I was playing really solid game 1. He said afterwards that he has the most practice against Falco, so that makes sense that he was, on top of that. And then against par 4. We Falco dittoed, actually, and I actually won. We did a friendly. I should not have done a friendly.
Why?
Because I won. I won the friendly.
Yeah, but
I mean, and there's, maybe he was like, it's a friendly, whatever, and I won. But, like, if I had taken that, like, I would have been up 1-0.
Yeah.
So, anyways. But then I beat par 4 in chess. So
there you go.
that was actually a really good game of chess, too, and it got down to an end game, a rook and pawn end game, and I won.
Do you both have rooks?
Yes. But I blundered a piece in, like, a really weird way early on in the game, and then he, like, blundered a piece later. Yeah. And then my pawn setup was way better than his. His king was just stuck kind of where it was.
Yeah.
And I was just able to make progress and force moves. And so I felt good about that, at least.
I'm 850 now.
Are you?
On Yamcha Fan.
That's sick. Matching your Twitter followers.
I've started playing 30-minute games because I think it's good for me to have more time to think. And I've just noticed I play a lot better with the extra time.
Those are long games. 30-minute games are long games.
My Elite Chess rating is like 1270 or something. I'm getting there.
I was showing off my puzzle rating to par 4, which is like 1660 or something.
Dude, sometimes puzzles kick my ass.
Puzzles are hard.
Yeah.
They're starting to kick my ass.
I actually thumbs down and reported a puzzle I did because the way the order the puzzle wanted me to take was queen, then bishop. But there was a way to do the puzzle where you go bishop, queen, and keep your queen. So I was like, fuck this. That seems like the better solution.
Yeah.
So I thumbs it down. And I fucking did the little report puzzle.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, because I was like, wait. So
yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I give them too much credit, I think. And if I get a puzzle wrong, I'm like, there has to be some reason why it's that way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Typically, if I get a puzzle wrong, I get a puzzle wrong. But I was pretty confident.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second. Like, why would I take with the bishop there? Or why would I take with the queen there? Like,
that's been weird, too, because I was so into chess, and that's sort of fallen away over the last month or two, basically in exchange for tennis.
Yeah.
So that's been the other development in my competitive/personal life is tennis, and that obviously takes much more of my body than my mind, although it uses both. So, but I think that helps. I mean, in Gotham Chess talks about how you have to be pretty physically fit to be a professional chess player. You can't be out of shape and sitting at a chessboard for 6 hours or 8 hours or whatever. I don't know exactly the reasoning, but it kind of makes sense when you think about it. You can't be, because it's your whole body. It's your body and mind together, working together. And I think when you feel good physically, you feel good mentally as well. And I think that's what I'm hoping will translate. Like today, I'm really tired, like I mentioned earlier before the interviews, like when we were talking earlier today. Yeah. I'm really tired, like physically.
All of us are hella tired.
It's felt like that the past couple
if
tournaments.
Any fans of the Melee show are wondering why no Mario this week. It's because he went home.
He was tired,
He's tired.
Yeah, Mario was tired. How many people did we have today? It was less than 12, wasn't it?
I don't know. Maybe 10?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It felt like a smaller tournament.
We might have still had 12, though. I feel like
maybe that's the magic number, yeah.
Wait, it was me, you, DryBones, Gaz, FlowerDog, Mario, Dr. B, Crow, Ors, Par 4, Kellogg, and who?
Did you say my student? I forget his name, Ryan?
Yeah, Ors.
Oh, that's Ors. I didn't know his name.
Maybe we had 11. Ryan. It didn't feel like we did, though.
No, it really didn't. I think that was another weird, because we barely had setups, I felt like. But then there was always like one empty setup, and it was a very weird day, I think.
It was a weird day. We're all a little sleepy.
Yeah.
It's the middle of the season. Oh, did I say Crow, the Sheik player?
Yeah, I think so. It was fun, though. They're always fun. It's always fun to come here, and I mean, right now, like I'm sad we didn't get to do doubles, like, I mean, they're doing doubles right there. Yeah. I mean, but at this point, like, I'm tired and I'm just sitting here watching tennis videos. I might start reading at some point and then get made fun of at a nerd thing for being a nerd.
I used to read at the Melee tournaments.
Yep. Read your student papers.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. I am covered in bug bites, in case you're wondering.
I was wondering.
They're from the bugs at the student union. The flies that never leave me alone. Oh. So I think I'm good with Melee, for tonight, but also, I think I'm on a good trajectory. I need to start going to Mario's.
Go to Mario's.
1, I get better, and 2, he leaves me alone for dodging him.
You never go.
I never go. You're right. It's just never worked out. I think I'm ready to put the work in and stuff and grind it out.
Well, I really have to pee. So is there anything else on your mind?
No.
No?
I don't think so. Shout outs to my sponsors.
Shout out to our sponsor.
And PBR.
Vapes.
Just kidding. Yeah, Jewel Pods. Yeah, that's all. I'm feeling good.
Cool.
So, yeah, good to be here.
Cool.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
Week 5.
Week 5.
We didn't have our normal people here, but we had new people here and a couple of Ultimate players. I think big things was Crow. So people don't know Crow, but Crow's been playing like in the scene for a while, and he's just always been good. And Slippy Grind, he 4-stocked me today. He 4-stocked me. It was
What did he place in tournament?
3rd.
Nice.
Yeah, he beat Cole, beat Guat, beat everyone. I mean, I think the main thing, people are not used to a good Sheik around here. Like, he was getting like 5-6 tech chases in a row, and people were like, what the heck? And then
I haven't played a Sheik here since Vitek.
Really? Yeah, seriously, that's what Cole was saying. But then we had a new player, another new Slippy player, Falco. Ors, he came and he had close sets with, he beat Dr. B.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then he almost beat Part 4. So like he's already in that level, and like he's been like he already told me he has a CRT and stuff, and he's gonna be coming to these more often. So that's another new player we can be expecting every single week.
Another Falco.
But ran the clinic on that dude. Dang it, I didn't get a reaction.
We had a fun set.
Oh, we did. We had a game 5. I'm not gonna lie, one of those games I literally was like, dude, I want Crow to finish his game right now because like, I don't know, dude. Well, also, Guat, if you're listening to this, you're a freaking baby. Shut up whenever other people want to play Melee, and it takes you a little bit longer to play Melee. The world doesn't revolve around you. And the Guat too for your impatient ass. Like, he lost, you're like, I'm gonna DQ. Like, don't be bad, dude. I'm gonna shit talk. And then the other week, he was, like, talking about all that money match stuff. Like, when, dude, literally, he was so mad because he just got bodied when I was wasted.
Wait, what was it? I don't remember that. What was that?
Oh, that was like on the interviews last week. He was just like shit talking me.
I don't remember that.
Oh my god, you'll have to go look back.
The shit talk must just fall off me. Mario, if you're listening to this, I still love you, dude. I'm also tired.
Oh my god, how's he's tired after what, 2 hours of playing and just waiting?
Well,
yeah, he's not gonna survive on Saturday, dude.
Hey man, he worked all day.
Like playing pool. Oh, he worked today. Oh my god, dude. Like imagine like playing pools. You know, like at some tournaments it's pools and then it's a little bit of like 2-3 hours before bracket. Dude, if Mario ever makes it into bracket, oh my god, I'm too tired, bro. It took too long. I gotta DQ. My energies are low, bro.
Yo, let the record
My
show.
mentality and playstyle wasn't feeling it right now.
Let the record show. If I had 2 Yoshi's games against Dr. B, I would have won.
Dude, I heard about... Dude, that comeback on the Dreamland game, I was like, what the fuck?
And I had to come back on the last Yoshi's game.
Yeah, dude, you were playing a lot of the Marth advantage really well, but then, like, he would just get you on the edge or something or some shit. I don't know. Honestly, it was kind of a quiet week. Like, kind of everyone, no amateur. People just kind of played their games, and it was a pretty normal week, you know? Crow, I hope we see him enter more because I think that's a legitimate bracket threat to all of us.
Yeah, did he say anything? Is he going to enter more? Or
He lives in Pittsburgh, so he usually doesn't have a ride, but whenever he can, he can get here. Yeah, he goes to college there.
Okay.
Yeah, but I liked our set. I feel like you're not getting nervous anymore. You have a lot more clutch. Like, you just like you're making these comebacks and like I like every single time I turn to you, you're only making comebacks. It feels like you're always like down and then you're bringing it back, which is really, really cool.
I kind of like playing from behind in a way. I don't know.
I think it makes you play right because like you're like I have to play right.
I think it makes me play better.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know what it is.
No,
but
I know. It's just kind of like the mentality. Like
actually, it's the same in poker. I suck at poker until I have like no fucking money left, and then I turn that shit around and I just start making big plays. Don't give him your jewel, Mark.
I'd love to.
Don't do it.
Mark, how was the bracket for you?
Don't talk to people who don't have a microphone. You can't talk to people who don't have a microphone.
Yeah. But let's talk about him. Like Pugs hadn't shown up last week. He played. I don't know. Like it was honestly like a lot happened, but it was honestly just kind of a quiet week. Like
I feel like everybody was tired except you.
Honestly, yeah, I think everyone was just kind of tired today. Like people didn't think like Rick and Turner were going at first. So I thought people were just gonna think like they just thought like, oh, quiet weekly today. But it actually turned out pretty loud. And I think a lot of people were tired because we like our round 1 we had to wait for alternate for a little bit. Yeah. But for the most part, I'm me, DryBones, Sped, and Guat are going to Oklahoma Saturday.
Nice.
So this is a really nice warm up. I think it taught me a couple things about my nerves.
Who's going to be going to that tournament?
Scheifid, Bobby Frizz, nice. Zealots. Like we got hitters going. It's going to be and it's all on monitor.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'm gonna be fine. Like I've played on a monitor setup before, and like if you have the right setups and specs, like it's perfect. It's better than CRT.
I'm hoping that monitors will be the future because dude,
They're just so
get
expensive.
monitor sponsorships, bro.
Acer, yeah.
Get some of that money in Melee.
Aces, baby.
Well, where are you at right now in your Melee journey? You're about to go to a tournament in another state.
Well, of course, I know that like competing back. I know like. So here's the thing about like in Springfield, like I'm not used to losing, so like I know that whenever I do lose, I am gonna be a little bit upset. So it's mainly gonna be about the in between sets, really. And I know for like I think it's gonna be easier because it's gonna be the first Saturday turn back, so I'm gonna like see Bobby. I haven't seen him in like 2 years. I'm gonna see Wolgie. I haven't seen him in 2 years. So I think everyone's gonna be a little bit nervous and a little bit like more a little happy with that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and take advantage. You know, I'm gonna be really serious, really like not talk like hey like. You know, get to the tournament, play who I need to play, say who I need to say hi to, but like...
Do you know your bracket yet?
Oh, no, there's none of that's released. It's going to be ladder pools.
Well, let's think about this for a second. You just said you're not used to losing in Springfield, so you feel like when you lose, it's going to fuck with you. But you know that, so don't let it fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like, you're bound to play someone who's better than a Springfield player. So just be ready for it.
See, that's the thing. I want to dive in a little bit deeper with that. It's the thing with Crow today. Like, I played Crow, and I've always known Crow's been good, and we were playing friendlies. Sheik Marth, it's a good matchup. I don't play it often. I know that he's good, and I just thought to myself, he could definitely beat me today.
Yeah.
So that rattled me a lot. So, like, in our set, I think what me being nervous and unsure, I think that what that number one thing it does to me, it makes me a lot less confident in, like, reading my opponent. Like, there would be times I would absolutely know he'd go for an overshoot grab or, like, stay in his shield, but I just wouldn't trust myself because I gave him so much respect because of it.
Yeah.
But then, like, I would take first game or stuck me second game. But then, like, the FD game, like, the FD game was perfect because, like, I got 1-0 to death. I was like, wait, I can outplay this dude. And then I 3-stocked him on that stage. But then, like, the other games, like, basically, like, against people I'm not unsure, like, I'm not really, like, nervous about, if they're able to, like, keep up with me and, like, don't lose a stock advantage, I'm going to be kind of jittery the entire set.
Yeah.
Like, against, like, someone like
Why?
Pro who, like, is like supposedly, you know, I'm better than I should be beating. Like if it's someone like Cole, you know, that like level of player, and like they're going even stock for stock with me, I'm like half as confident because it's
Really?
like wow, yeah.
Why? You're so good, guys.
I don't know. I just think a lead just feels a lot more comfortable, and like against people who I quote unquote feel like I should beating. I don't like to use that, but like just to explain it right now, someone I should quote unquote be beating. It's like when they start beating me, it's like I don't know. I like that's something I caught today. Like I literally caught like when Crow was like about to take that first game. I was like thinking glimpses like in my head that like, oh my god, dude, what if like he beat me today, and then like this week would be a lot more harder for me.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be like. And instead of thinking that, I should literally be thinking about how he's like jumping out of shield or something.
It's
So
interesting to me that that's your inner monologue because
I come off really confident and like I don't know, like it doesn't seem like I'd get like nervous of like just like that certain stuff, but like. Seriously, dude, like, if, like, you come here every single week and you just, like, win and, like, over and over, and then it's just, like, kind of, like, a routine, and then, like, someone, like, finally, like that's not Rick, like, is, like, beating you. And plus, people would have made a big deal because it was Crow, upset, ultimate player, so I was just thinking about that. I was like, wow, okay, I'm getting a little nervous.
Really?
And it made me acknowledge that, like, Saturday, I'm going to be even more nervous than this, but it's okay. As long as I focus, drink water. I realized that my nerves, like, it was against Crow, like, maybe not exactly against Crow, but there will be times in a set where I'm nervous, but then I finally get, like, my confidence back in a specific, like, exchange, or I'm able to read out their level. So, like, if I'm read out that they're a lot less than me, I get, like, all right, let's start sweeping through. But if they're a little bit better than me, I get confident in the fact that, like, they're better than me, so, like, it's okay to lose. It's okay to lose, like, no matter what, but, you know, it's that ego that, like, it tears people down. But it's okay to lose to this person, so then, like, I don't know. It's different when I'm on a big giant stream and I play against a player, but like if I'm playing, like Rocky. But if I'm playing against like Bobby, who like I don't know, like I only like get nervous against people who are better than me when I'm close to beating them, or if it's a close game.
Is
but
Bobby playing Fox?
Bobby's playing Fox. Yeah, he used to be a Falcon main.
That's okay. I was gonna say I thought he was Falcon.
Yeah, no, Kansas used to be the Falcon State because they had Dark Range Ace. Or Frizzle, no, Bobby Frizz the Falcon Wiz was the tag, or like the nickname or something.
So who are you excited to see on Saturday?
Wolgie, he lived in Branson for a bit for a job, but Wolgie's the absolute one of the biggest homies. He's letting me stay in a suite for Riptide. He said you can sleep in the tub, so I'm gonna hit him up on that. Z-Lot's going. Oh well, people I want to see. It's Actually, fun fact, a lot of the Oklahoma scene actually fucking hates me.
Really? Why?
Because with one player, it started off with just some like minor shit talk. It was completely fine, and then I beat. Basically, like it was a tournament in Arkansas. Flux, the number one player, who's a peach. Like we're talking, and he's like, "I'm gonna do good today," and then he says, "Oh, you're gonna get fifth today because there's 4 Oklahoma players." He's like cheering on his Oklahoma boys. I'm like, "All right, you're fine." And then I play one of them. His name's Tom Selleck's Mustache, TSM.
That's a great tag.
Yeah, and we play. There was a little childish like banter in the beginning. I can't remember it, but I beat him, and then this is where I fucked up. Right after I beat him, I immediately tried to give him advice, but the thing was like I took it, but then
why did you try to give him advice?
It was like I don't know. Like I read like I only the only thing I can remember from it was just the vibe. Like I just remember like him like me playing like he seemed like calm, like he wasn't like exactly mad after the set, so like he twisting up his controls, like, hey, actually, can I help you with this? And then he interrupted me and said, no, I don't need your advice. And me taking that as the angriest insult in the world, I just shit talked him the entire night. Basically.
Oh my god!
And then he played Dr. B, like when Dr. B was still playing Melee, and I just shit talked him the entire set. Every single time he got up B, I was like, let's go, Dr. B. So yeah, and then that kind of happened, and then I got second at the tournament, beat the rest of Oklahoma.
Yo, that's what's up.
But ever since then, it was just kind of been icy water. But I'm planning on going there and just being like, hey Sig, sorry, I could just blame my age and stuff and maturity, but even I knew at that time I wasn't supposed to be doing that kind of stuff. It's not cool, so I'll get there and that'll be fun. But and back to the original question, I think like Oklahoma players, like Disney, like you guys don't really know these people, but Disney, Mr. Gingy. Like old homies that would go to Arkansas tournaments and some Springfield tournaments.
Sure.
There's gonna be some Kansas people, like I said, Bobby, Kuda. You guys don't know Kuda, but super sick. Like, I'm so excited because like the newer Springfield players are all hopefully gonna be interacting with the other scenes. And I think that's when people really get hooked on Melees and when they travel and meet other people out of regions, and then they see how they do like comparatively to like their friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Sped's also going, so I think that's gonna be fun. It will be like a breakout like D-Rust tournament for him, but I think it's gonna be fun overall. Except
when's he gonna be back at our tournament?
He was supposed to come today, but like he just couldn't. He had a sister wedding, but he should be back next one. Actually, what was it? I wanted you to play DryBones today. Like I saw you make that comeback.
I did too.
Like I was at least saying to Cole, he wants to play you so badly because you were like trying to beat Derek. I wish I would have watched that more. There's just a few specific things against like that. I think you were doing them good for the most part, like abusing him in shield. But then I think when you get him like low on like out of the stage, you should go out there like with back airs and stuff. I don't know.
I mean, I did SD my second stock of Game 5, and I made a 3-stock comeback. So I know
you were down the entire time, and this just makes me think that whenever you do get a lead and like you sustain it, like I wish it was like I hope eventually it's flipped for you, and then like once you get that lead and you get better off of it, you're like wow. Like I imagine like you would be really good if you got a lead and then just played super safe and conservative, and then switched it up whenever you would get into your punish.
Yeah. But I gotta say, I'm still really happy with how I've played just this whole season. When Dr. B and I were walking over there to sit down, I was like, hey man, I asked him if he would do a best of 5 because I wanted to learn as much as I could. I didn't expect it to go to Game 5. I won the first 2 games.
Oh yeah, can we talk about our set? Yeah, our set went to Game 5, and like I said, like one of the games I really did not pay attention, but you
also 4-stacked me one of the games.
Okay, yeah, that was right after you beat me, and I was like, no, this can't happen. But you're really like, so like your punish isn't as good, and like you can't keep up with me as much, but like you're not putting yourself in bad spots. It's like, okay, we're dash dancing down tilting. You're not just like running up and fairing at me. You're staying grounded. You're staying really safe. It's just like I'm just kind of like jumping like and just getting there faster than you.
Yeah.
But your decision making and just like your general overall like if I was doing a habit like you were hitting me, like you saw it and you put like every single time I double jumped into you like off the ledge and stuff, like you were getting me with that. Or every single time I was doing like a bad shield drop aerial, you dashed and like got me and stuff. I think, again, dude, you just need to work on tighter dash dances and really baiting people with just, like, moving.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, it's like Battlefield platform. Here's another example where I'm just going to talk and then I
love
idea.
it, though.
Yeah.
I love it.
But
wait, I want to tell a quick Gaz story. So my first tournament I went to here, when you found out I played Marth, you literally were so fucking nice to me. So anyone out there who's had in Oklahoma, for example, who's had a bad Gaz experience, just know he can be a sweetheart. Gaz, how old are you?
Yeah, that happened when I was like 16, 17, but I'm 20
5
now.
years older than Gaz, and he's like my big brother in Melee, and I'm always very thankful for it. So anyway, go on, continue.
So, like, let's say that you're on the ground and I'm shielding on a platform. Like, it's like, let's say if I, like, hit you and I land with my shield. Like, I just landed and, I just landed and I fared and now I'm shielding.
Mm-hmm.
Your reaction, if you're on the ground and, like, you're right in a length of a shield drop fair from me, just start dash dancing right there and see if I'll do a shield. That's what Rick's amazing at. He'll get me in the corner and then he'll just wait out my shield drops. So I think a lot of times, literally even like dashing behind it or like dashing all the way, then wave dashing back. Because a lot of the time, I'm either going to shield drop fair, shield drop double jump so I can like see what happens, or like, I don't know, I'm either like it's just going to be fair or something. So like, or I jump. So if you notice me jumping, you could just get under me and start sharking me.
Yeah. What do you think I need to really work on next? I was actually telling DryBones, I also think, because him and I were talking about just like subtle improvements. And for me, thinking about the game actually helps a lot. Like if I just sit and think, but I still think I have big gaps in my tech skill I need to address.
I was going to say that. I just think like 2 or 3 things, if you get faster at it, your like entire neutral gets better. Like,
can someone here give me fucking Uncle Punch or something? How do I...
Dude, like, do you want mine for a bit?
Yes.
Oh my god.
God.
Well, like, I think, like you said that, but your neutral is just a lot better. Like I could tell you to, like, grind punish, but, like, that's just, like, you know you have to do that. Yeah. But, like, your neutral, like, is honestly the most, like, improving thing. And...
How do I keep improving my neutral? Like... How did you improve your understanding of neutral? Was it analysis or was it just playing a lot?
Playing a lot, maturity, because, like, I would just, like, look at the game and be like, why am I losing this? Or something. But, okay, so, like, you know that one thing at a time thing? Well, basically, you're never going to run out of something one thing at a time. So, like, even if it's just one at a time, like, you're still, like, people aren't thinking about one thing at a time. So, like, it's slow, but that's really how you get, like, the best at it. So, like, I think next time, like, what's the grounded, like, are you really good at, like, dash dancing and wave dashing out of your... I don't know, like, I kind of want you, like, we need to play. When can we play? Like,
I was going to say, what are you doing Tuesday?
Work, but 9 to, or 8:30 to 4.
Well, I'm probably going to go to Mario's on Wednesday.
Okay. But, like, I feel like you just have to, like, watch my movement a little bit, because, like...
What I don't get...
Farther dash back grabs, like, I feel like you need to practice, like, dash dancing, and then, like, after, like, all this crazy movement, like, whatever random assorted movement, you practice the furthest dash back you could do in a direction. So let's say, like, you're scrapping, you, like, dash dance forward air, and then another dash dance, and then, like, just imagine a scenario where you're dash dancing, and you're doing a really, really slick, like, assortment of moves, and then you just imagine a Falco who's, like, trying to overshoot you.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's not even dash backing. If, like, you want to super, like, dash back grab someone, you dash, crouch, dash again, and then pivot grab, so you can get that very last bit of space. But honestly, next time you're playing against Mario, he's actually really good at about cashing dash in, but not dash back. So next time you play Mario, just like he's like lasering you preemptively before you're dashing back. Just think either going forward or something.
The thing I also learned last time I was playing Mario, and I wasn't really able to learn this, but I stopped getting caught in my shield basically so much. That was like my one thing at a time. Last time I played Mario, and I got caught in my shield a bunch. But I think today, my set against Par 4, it was like my one thing. I was like, when Falco's flying at me from across the fucking stage, I'm not just going to shield. I'm just going to, like, dash away. And it was fine. It was fine.
Against Mario is actually really good at it because of me, but he, you know, like, they've taught you, like, fairing out of the lasers. Mario's really good at waiting for those fairs. But I
also think Mario's overshoots are really good.
I think stuff you need to work on is mixing up if you do up tilt to up airs, like, on the platform, like, instead... like, of always being under them. If they're just shielding every single time, run up and just waveland grab them. Like, you know how I'm super good at mixing up, just going up there? Like, the second I see them shielding too much...
How do you decide when to do the mix-up?
So, like, usually I will always start off with, like, an up throw, up air, up tilt. Like, if they're at low percent, I can expect them to CC or slide off or something, but...
You still go for it anyway?
Yeah, but it basically depends on what they're doing after. Like, if I see them, like, holding shield preemptively, then I know they're looking out for a move, so I just, like, pay close attention to that. But I don't exactly act off of that because, like, it's pretty reactable if I, like, waveland, like, grab. So I, like, wait for a second, so, like, after 2-3 interactions, like, if they're, like, hard committing shield, I'm basically conditioning the shield in a sense, but not really. But it's just like if you really catch them like shielding a lot of the times, it's just like against Rick or me, like we're either gonna shield drop or hold a shield, so you can just like wait for either of those, honestly. And I don't know, I wish we had a recording setup because I think a recording setup would have been good.
Dude, I would have loved to have my set against Dr. B. I'm still happy with how today went. I think I'm getting better every week, honestly. I was a little drunk today, but I'm still...
So Mario's improvements have been low-key because I think Mario is actually the most improved player in the last month, only against me because, like, oh my god, like, in the month from now, he's gotten so much better against Marth, but it's... I'm not seeing that in tournament against Mario. Like, it feels like Mario is really stagnant, like, in tournament sets, and, like, feels shitty to say that, but, like... And also, it's kind of, like, unfair to say that because he only has, like, 2 or 3 people here that, like, he can, like, alternate the player or, like, win or lose against. And it's, again, it's, like, that issue of, like, you know, just losing to the same people every single week. But, like, I don't know. It seems like he's only able to, like, clutch out sets against, like, Cole. And, like, I know it's hard against Rick, but, like, he, like, struggles against them, too. But, I'm really excited for Ors. I think he's gonna be.
Too,
I think he's gonna be super good. He's just another player. Oh my god, dude!
Did he say how he found out about the tournament?
Slippy. I mean, he's been going to school here for 3 years. He didn't play his.
How did he hear about the local?
I don't know, but he didn't play his freshman year. His sophomore year, he started playing. COVID hit, and then I'm pretty sure he's been playing Slippy, and then discovered something, you know, Discord or whatever.
Huh.
But I mean, yeah, he said he's gonna be trying to come out, and he's gonna be Mario already gave him Wednesday contact info. So.
Okay, cool.
But I don't know, dude. It's actually kind of crazy thinking of all, like, if we just had everyone here 1 week, 25
I know,
people.
no one's ever here, dude.
It's always alternating, like, different 12 and 13 people. Like, it's me, Rick, Turner, you, Cole, Mario, and then assortment of other people.
Yeah, Lemon wasn't here this week. We didn't have Carter this week.
I don't know. I think I'm really excited for the Saturday tournament.
Yeah? Tell me a little bit about how you're going to be approaching the tournament.
So, like... I'm in it to fucking win it. I'm gonna acknowledge that my nerves are gonna be higher than normal, but like I'm gunning for a top 100 win on Shifted, Bobby.
Do you meditate?
No, but I was told to start doing that, and I think I will. I think that'd be really good.
I'm gonna let you.
I think it's my answer.
I'm gonna let you get back to how you're gonna approach the tournament, but I just gotta say, dude, like, you're really good. I don't even think. Don't be nervous. Like, you're good. You're gonna play well, and I really think you don't have anything to worry about. And I'm not saying you're gonna win easy. But I'm saying...
Thank you, because I think you just implanted in my head that I shouldn't have an expectation. I didn't have one. Like, I remember the very last tournament I went to, I was like, oh, I think I could top 8 this. And I went like 1-2 or 0-2 or something. And I just remember my local players dogging. I don't know, like, there's that I don't really care about. Like, whenever I do bad and Springfield's like... Well, not Springfield, but like... It used to get like... Okay. Wait a second. No, I do get it now. I kind of carry a little stigma with me that, like, I carry, like, Springfield, like, whenever I go out of town, like, I'm Springfield, you know, like, I'm the Springfield, like, player, so, like, whenever I go out, like, I really want to try and do my best to, because, like, stuff like Travioli was like, the Missouri Weekly, but it's just the St. Louis, like, oh my god, like, I want people to know that, like, Rick doesn't travel, but, like, we still got a group of, like, players who are, like, up and coming, and, like, we're kind of boxed in here because, like, I mean, the Missouri scene is just pretty much in St. Louis.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I want people to stop sleeping on Springfield. Like, we have a lot of like low level players that can't quite like match the top heaviness scene of like St. Louis. But I feel like players like me, Rick, Cole, Mario, like if we really get in our groove, I feel like we can make some waves. Because like I don't know, Springfield's always been like pooped on, like been made fun of because. We've always been kind of bad, and like it's always been St. Louis. Columbia was good for a while because they had Shinobi and a lot of other good players, but they dipped. But Springfield's always been that, like, even Rolla, dude. Like Rolla doesn't have as many players, but they have good, like, they have like Buddy Guys and Gerb and people. And then people will say like, oh, I don't want to make the drive to Springfield. Like, what's in Springfield? But I guess I just.
What the fuck's in Rolla? What
yeah,
the hell
what
is
the fuck?
that shit?
It's closer. That's what. But I think I just wanted to like show that like. I know, like, I've been telling myself so much that I've, like, improved mentally so much in this game, and I know that it's going to hurt that, like, if I go to a tournament, you know, thinking I've, like, improved and all, and I do not as good as I want to, it's going to hurt, but I still have to be confident in the fact that like I've improved, and if I really believe in that and just like go out, like I know I can win. Like,
And it's just one set at a time, dude.
One
It's
set.
literally just one set at a time.
yeah, I feel I don't know. I just feel like because I've paid attention to neutral more, and I just look at the game differently, I'm gonna. And like I haven't really played against like. Thing about Rick is like he beats me like games, but I have no one here who's 3-0ing me, 3-1ing me, and just like pooping on me. Like me and Rick sets up the same every single week, so it's really hard to like go to a tournament and then like play like 5-6 people who are like going even and bodying you
Right,
every single week.
right.
Whenever you're used to just like 3-stocking or 2-stocking people here. No offense, like if like I kind of hate when I get in this mood because it kind of just like feels like I'm just like shitting on Springfield when I say like I'm the only player, you know, travel blah blah blah. But, I mean, I've felt that for a really long time because, like, our players don't just travel as much, and I really feel like if our players did travel, like, people wouldn't just be talking about me, like, or Rick. Like, I mean, Rick's only gone to, like, 3-4 out-of-city tournaments, and he has a better, like, all-time win than, like, me.
I always want Rick to travel more.
Yeah, I mean, like, Rick, like, oh, my God, and I hope that
Yeah, I'll sponsor you, dude.
I'll sponsor
Let's get this going.
I want to do so much this weekend. I don't know. Melee's been on my mind a lot because, like, I'm at a point in my life where, like, it's my last chance to see if I can take this seriously or not. Like,
Why is it your last chance?
I mean, dude, I'm 20 now. Like, if I'm not seeing, like, anything in this game in the next, like, 2-3 years, it's like, I'm gonna get kicked out of my house eventually, you know? So, I don't know. I don't want to get to a point where I'm just, like, making money as a side thing. I've said this so many times. I'm either gonna job hop and work a 9-to-5 and job hop the rest of my life, or I'm gonna play this game and, like, do something I love. So, I mean, like, how it's going to be for me. Like, that's a lot of pressure to put on myself, too. Oh, fuck, I wasn't done. That's a lot of pressure to put on myself, too. But, like, that's a pressure that, like, people put on them. Because it's like, I think SSBM Tutorials made a really good point about it. It's like, in computer science, you can, like, study that and get a nice paying degree. But, like, in Smash, it's like, you literally have to be a top 20 player in the world, which takes nearly a decade of work to do. And, you know.
Well, what's step one? How do we get you on the map? Saturday.
I mean, Saturday, I haven't been like, it's solo practice, dude. Like, that's another thing. So that's what separates me in Springfield is I solo practice and I study. That's why I can expect it from Rick because, you know, Rick doesn't care much about the game. But Cole and Mario, they only grind. Like, they only play against people and they play a lot. And they're not, like, practicing or implementing new things in their practice, or they're not trying it out in their friendlies. Mario, not as much, but I just know that if Cole and Mario were, like, practicing every single day, even though, like, if hands hurt and stuff, like, I don't know, it's all about effort. And like, I'm spewing about effort, but I really don't even put in a lot of effort right now. I didn't practice this week because I was mainly taking a break on my hands, but,
Take care of the hands.
yeah, especially, dude. But I don't know, like, I've always had this thing about, like, Springfield and its effort and, like, really trying, and then, like, I'll get mad at the players because, like, they'll, like, complain or something. I'm like, well, you're not practicing or something. And I think it's a bad thing for me because, like, I'm assuming, like, the worst in, like, our players because I'm just assuming they're not practicing or they don't care, which just isn't the case. Like, people got lives and stuff, but I just, like, I get frustrated because I know that, like, if they put in as much effort, like, as me, then, like, they'd be beating me, like, every single, like, not every single week, but, like, you know, in the next month or so, that, you know, it's all right there, like Mario and like Cole, like so close to just like breaking that next step. They're at that awkward mid-level, like local mid-level, where they're not quite beating the people who are getting out of pools, but like they're just right there. I'm kind of been rambling about it, but like I don't know. I want this scene to change. I don't want it to be me and Rick every single week. I want challenge. I want something new.
I'm trying, dude.
I know you are.
I got you to game 5, dog. See me next week.
I want to play more against you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. Like, I've been doing a lot of takebacks, but, like, I'm just, like, I don't know what's going to happen Saturday, and I'm just so excited. Like,
I just want you to, I mean, you can't say don't be nervous and it'll go away, but I really want you to put in your brain, it's literally one set at a time, and you're a good player. Even if you lose a game 1 and a 2 out of 3, you know you're a good at adapting.
Yeah, like
just don't forget these things. Take big breaths. Clear your mind.
Yeah, it's like, see, like, if I dropped, like, a game 1 somewhere, like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'll have to, like, see how I am, like, whenever the tournament comes around, but it's going to be against people I know, like, the Gingies and the Disneys, I know who are people who are pretty capable.
I'm gonna either like give them a little bit too much respect or not enough in the beginning of our sets. But it's gonna all depend on me adjusting, me like realizing like I'm capable of like outplaying and stuff.
Do some big dash dances, dude. Take your time. Take your time, dude. Is there gonna be a stream?
I hope so. I'll try and get you that. I'll find out.
Yeah.
I hope so. I entered that IBDW Medify coaching giveaway.
Uh-huh.
And if I get, dude, I thought of a scenario that if I got that, I'm gonna get it because he's announcing the winner this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I get that, I'm gonna use a set that I get from here, and then we're gonna watch it together.
Yes, listen to me. How much does an IBDW training session
Dude,
cost?
they're like $60 an hour.
I will buy you an hour of IBDW training.
Okay, so I would take you up on that, but one, I need to wait on a set, and two, like, I wouldn't play him because my setup's just too bad and our connection's too bad, so we would only study. So I would need at least like a set or two.
Right.
And I'd want it again, like I want it against Bobby or someone. Like I don't want it against someone. I want it against someone.
Yeah,
who's,
you
like,
want against someone good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the people I am confident against.
Yes. Yes.
So here, as much as everyone says that, like, oh, like Fox, that's the number one matchup. Fox Melee, like that, everyone should know that matchup, which is true. But here, there's no Foxes. Like, I know how to play against Fox, and like people will play Foxes, but adjusting to a really good Fox is super hard.
Yeah.
Like, I only get like Falco and Falcons here, so I'm really confident against like any Falco that's gonna be there. I've completely revolutionized how I like play against Falco. Like, not as much against Fox, but against Falco, I do so much different. So if it's a Falco or a Falcon, I'm gonna be ready. But against like a Fox, a Peach, a Puff, and SDJ's going. He's like top 5 in Texas. He's a Puff, but he's gonna be super, and Z-Lot. Mm-hmm. You don't know? He's a Fox from around.
No, I know him.
But if I play Bobby as Z-Lot, like it's just I'm really gonna focus on like what are like the really big. Because, like, whenever I play Bobby, like, most of the time he'll just call me out on my grabs, and then he'll gimp me so much. Bobby's the best at gimping me. So I think I'm really just going to have to, like, focus on not the tiny stuff, because the better players than you are just killing you at that one really obvious thing that you're doing. And for Bobby, it's like...
Why don't we make your grabs a little ambiguous? What's going on here?
That's hard to just talk about. Dude, I can't wait. I think our interview is going to be I think our interview all next week should just be me talking about like the tournament that happens.
I would love that.
I'm just, oh my god, dude, like it's so crazy. We haven't been to a tournament in 2 years, and like I don't know, it just feels so surreal.
I wasn't expecting them to come back. Like we were all talking about like them coming back like late into the year, but Riptide's happening, and then Riptide's happening and stuff. I think on one final note, since it's getting a little bit long, I'm down to keep talking though. But
you can talk as much as you want.
I think one final note is, like, after the tournament, I'm going to really know what I need to work on.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Like, I'll be in a set, and then, like, if the entire tournament, it's just been, like, nerve problems, I need to not even meditate, just, like, go into a room, just think to myself, why am I getting nervous? Mm-hmm. Why is it that whenever I play someone who I don't exactly know their skill level, and they're just, like, beating me, why do I get more nervous whenever it's just, like, a random opponent who's just good? When really that should just be invoking... like, not curiosity, but, like, some sort of confidence and, like, I don't know, just, like, dissecting the game and just figuring it out again, because every single person's a puzzle. The Saturday tournament that we're all going to go to is the Springfield players who are, you know, improving ores and all that.
Cool.
You're screwing me up in doubles. You're screwing me up in doubles.
It's a different mentality, dude. Breaks the habit.
Fucking, do you, what do you think, Cole and Guat need to do to just get, like, you know that awkward spot with mid-level players, so they're not quite getting out of, like, pools or, like, beating the people that are, like, ranked in their local, like, places. They're just right there in between, like, the low level and the people who are, like, getting results here. Because I think Cole and, like, Mario are, like, really, really close to breaking that. I just don't know what's stopping them. For Mario, I just think, like, he's improving a lot, like, outside of everything except for tournament. I feel like he's, like, been playing the same, like, in tournament.
Mario's mentality's bad, and both their adaptations, they just don't. They go for the same stuff that might work on, like, a CPU or something, but when your DI is ambiguous, or you get a slide-off or something...
I think that's really true about Cole. Like, I think he has a hard time adjusting whenever, like, he'll just do the same thing, but he's really, like, hard-hitting. I don't know.
Gwag
Like
just holds down, and once you realize that he just holds down and hopes for a shine, then like
I don't know.
that's
I think Mario, like, he was telling me earlier, and it's like he links like a lot of his mentality to like his execution, how he's playing, and I guess like if you aren't SDing and like playing bad, like of course you're gonna like feel better about yourself, but
Yeah, there's a few times where like he gets the shine and he'll hit you a few times, which is like ideal. But if he doesn't get that shine from holding like down and trying to get a CC shine, then he doesn't really have much else in neutral. Which is like the same thing that a Falcon main might have when they refuse to change their refuse to mix up really.
yeah, it feels like with Cole, like he's doing like a lot of like solid like stomps or like tech chase call outs or something, but then like after that it's just like the same. Actually, can you like hold in on this? Like what's stopping Cole and Mario from like that next step, you think?
Well, I talked with DryBones earlier today, and he really wants to beat you two guys. But beyond that, he says right now he doesn't have that big of goals. So maybe it's that? I don't know. I mean, you guys are hard to play against. And I know from your perspective, you're probably like, oh, I know how someone could beat me. Or like, I know a dad could practice to beat me. But like, you both are really hard to play against. And like...
every single weekend, like, like Mario said, like, if it's losing to the same people, it can be like really demotivating and stuff.
I will say I enjoy playing you guys. I'm not saying I'm going to beat you like next time, but I do. When I lose against you, I don't feel like I got destroyed. Like, yeah, I think I learned a lot from you. You, the same, Rick. I love playing against you. I could lose to you 10 hours in a row and not get bored. Like, you're just fun to play against, dude. Like,
I think that's good. Like, it builds some spirit of the scene. Because if we had like an Ices or something that would just like wobble everyone every week and like, go home and take the money, I think that changes the experience of like what a local might be for someone. Even if they don't like really want to get better or like succeed. I don't have any goals of like getting better or anything like that. I just show up and play games.
why not?
I got other shit going on.
Yeah, you're in grad school.
Like I don't play Melee other than this weekly or bi-weekly.
I don't know, like I feel like if Cole and Mario would like understand that like he isn't like practicing and stuff, that like
I think they're good. I've just dedicated more time in the game than them. Clearly, like I've had a lot more hours played, which just really constitutes to more situations that there might be more or less familiar with than I am. And the scrap, like it comes down to the scrap for me. If you can get me out of that, then like I'll lose.
That's what I was gonna say though. It was like I feel like if Cole and Mario just recognize that like you're not like necessarily improving, so like I feel like if they really like want to beat you and they just practice a little bit more, I don't know, like I just feel like if they just thought to themselves like, okay, Rick isn't necessarily getting better every single week, but if I am, they'd be a little bit more encouraged by it. But I'm not exactly sure.
I don't think there's a future recent or soon that's gonna happen. Like they're gonna have to put in a lot of time or watch a lot of VODs to get that.
Well, I mean, you two are the ones beating them, so what do you think they have to do? You're the ones playing them. Like
Mario's different case because he's like got his own. It's hard to like coach someone through their own mentality and SDing. Like that's just an execution thing that you just need to. You're literally if you're starting every game or playing every game where you only have 2 of your stocks, that's a huge hill to climb. So like stop fucking SDing. Also stop holding down. It's really bad. That's like 2 main things like that would just automatically improve them. But for DryBones, like as a former Falcon main, you really got to mix the shit up. Like you can't just keep naring and hoping that it's gonna hit.
I think like when I like Mario grinds a lot, but I actually feel like if Cole like implemented like new stuff like you do, or just I don't know, like I feel like practice with Cole would really like go a lot more with you.
I think if Cole,
because I think you and Cole's sets are just a lot more closer.
That's it, dude. Seems a little light. 40 for what? For dash backing? Yes, sir. Holy fuck,
dude! I got 4 stock. I got 4 stock today.
I 3-0'd the guy you got 4 stock.
And then I 3-0'd you.
Barely.
3-0. 6-0.
Yeah, man. Okay, it's kind of strange though that you're going so close with a character I've played for a month.
Huh? No, you what? Our last 3 sets. No, it's 3-0, 3-0, and 3-1, 3-1.
I beat you in the first tournament.
You bracket reset me.
It was easy,
and then
by the
I
way.
won, and that was the first time we played.
You played Marth for like 8 years.
Yeah.
I played Falco for a month, dude.
I'm sorry, you're good. Thanks,
that's,
bro.
That's all I wanted to hear. He finally said it. I think Melee is cool. I don't grind it anymore. I don't really care. I'm just glad the boys are showing up. You mentioned we play basketball on Monday. I'm down. Like, I think we should do more shit like that and keep the weekly for, like, that's its own thing. If people want to get better on their own time, that's cool, but I'm not fitting to do that with my free time anymore. I think it's...
You say finna?
And, I'm in grad school, and RuneScape's calling my name.
Oh my god.
Plus, we got new dogs, so we're, I got some other shit going on. But I think doing other stuff's cool, too. Maybe we should do that.
I don't know. I can't clearly concise my thoughts about it, but I just think, like, the little bit of extra practice, just some combo practice, and just some new things that they just don't. I don't know. Like, it really is hard to just tell someone how to be better, especially.
I already told you how to do.
I feel like Cole should be a lot better, but like he just told me, I play once a week or something, and it's just like, I don't know. It's not as simple.
He three-stocked me earlier, and then I had reverse three-stocked, and I was just like, that's what? Like, I just adapted mid-set.
Like, I think to myself whenever I was at that point, like, I literally just played every single day, and I just, like, grinded, like, and I just went to everything. I just, like, played every single day, and eventually I was just starting to beat him. So I think it's really hard because, like that next step, because, like, usually in your local scene, you'll slowly, like, build your way to, like, beating people, but then right as you get the mean rake, it's big steep, and I
also,
feel like
there's a disclaimer, too. We're not good.
Yeah,
in
like...
the grand scheme of things, we're not good. And a lot of the people that are going here, they don't have the same goals. Like, they don't want to maybe go to a major and, like, win. They just want to bool out and have fun with their friends. So, like, James, you're looking at the game a lot differently than someone else might.
Well, like, Cole and Mario, Mario, he's always talking about, I want to improve, I want to, but,
he doesn't really want to. The same amount that you do.
But I guess that's their problem, it's the want then, right?
Well, it's not even a problem.
Well, I mean, but if Mario's saying that
he care about the game more than they do.
Yeah, but
so
like if he wants to improve, but if he wants to improve, like if they want to, then it does just come down to caring more, right? But
yeah, like I don't give a shit anymore, and it's awesome.
Damn.
Like I don't want to go to a major again. I don't want to go to any of that.
Oh, I mean, no, I think a major would be fun just to go to. Not even go to. You had fun at Big House.
It was okay.
You had fun.
I think if I went on another trip, it wouldn't be for Smash.
Yeah, I mean, like, I hate this guy. See, Cole Mario, you're literally losing to someone that hates Melee. Like, beat him. Beat him. He doesn't want to play this game. Beat him.
Play the game. Dude, actually, playing 64 over there is pretty sick. I think they have new characters. There's a piano. Like the Mario 64 piano's in it, and it has a hitbox when it walks. Dude, it's sick. Dude, ask Turner these questions.
Anybody else put their wiener away before you're done peeing because you're on that grind set?
Yeah.
Got no time to waste waiting for your goddamn
it happens
dick to keep dribbling.
In like swim trunks, I notice it happens more often. Or like when I'm not wearing underwear.
Like it dribbles
more?
Like you don't have anything to like get caught.
Right. But I'm like, is it happening more? Or is it happening the same amount? I just notice when...
I think you just notice it.
Yeah.
It's like, like a stalagmite when you watch it, and like it's got that drip on it for like forever, and you're like, when are you gonna drip?
Like, get off. Yeah.
It's basically the same thing.
For the record, I don't pee my pants. This is just like a thing.
I've done it twice. I peed my pants twice. In Seattle, it's live or die out there, dude.
I get it. Like, it was cold, and you had to like warm your...
I was like, Google Maps is like, you'll be home in 10 minutes. And I'm like, all right, I really have to pee, but like, whatever. And then 45 minutes later, after you found a parking spot, you're like, I'm on burst limit right now. And then you're walking down a big hill, and it's just jostling you. And you're just like, boing, each like step, you're just like, your bladder's knocking against your friggin' nut.
So you took you peed in your pants before you would pee like in the car?
Well, like, I thought I could make it, but, like, we had to park so far away.
Oh.
I was in the elevator both times.
Also, like, if you just pee in public, that's scary. You become a sex offender.
I know, yeah. There's no public bathrooms in Seattle, too, so it's just, like, you either run the risk or you just pee your pants like a man.
Yeah, I mean, that's noble. I wouldn't become a sex offender, and I wouldn't pay to pee, so, like, yeah. I think you did the best. That's smart.
I did what I could.
You got options selected.
Yeah, I definitely option select that.
That's something to think about.
Yeah.
James earlier was saying...
I was hearing some shit.
He's always on this, like, grind set that people, like, everyone here wants to be the best Melee player. That's not true, dude. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Well, I don't know. It's cool and fine that he wants to be best player.
He thinks, like, people are going home and wanting to, like, they're on that grind set, trying to come back in 2 weeks and like take the pot. I don't think there's anyone here that's like trying to do that as much as he is.
Right.
Which is cool. Like it's totally fine. But he was,
I think we need that. I think we need the James. As
I
much
think
as
James
we
needs to.
hate
Like,
him.
yeah, James is good to have.
I love James.
He was trying to say the faults in Gwat in DryBones and how they can get better and how they can improve. And it's like maybe they don't want to.
Yeah, it's hard to like be on that grind set. Whenever it's like the victory, like your reward is $20 every other week and beating James. You know, it's like, I love that's like really
It's
worth.
like, dude, I can just like not do that.
Like this like Saturday there was like the tournament that everyone's traveling for, and I'm like, I could go, but I just like got done with family stuff, and it's like I just want to be home, dog. Like,
Yeah, I'm glad we went to Big House.
Oh, yeah,
But I was
yeah.
saying earlier, like if I traveled, it's not gonna be for Smash again. Like I'm not going to a big tournament like that.
I would do it for like smaller tournaments where it's like one day, and then like the other 2 days you're just like partying with some people. Like imagine if Big House was just one day, and then like the other 2 days we were out like
Yeah, see that would be sick. But
Yeah.
going for 3 days and being
3
locked
days?
down to like I
Oh.
have to be at the venue. I gotta play none. I gotta like do all this shit that I'm like expected to do.
yeah.
When I'm like, shit, I was in Detroit. I should have seen all the art that was there.
I know.
Like that's literally what I'm going to school for.
3-day tournaments are like I understand why
3-day weekend. We need a
But
4-day
man,
weekend. 3-day
yeah.
tournament.
3-day grind set.
Yeah, if you stay on the grind set for 3 days out of 4,
Who wants to
That
go to
seems like a
bed
lot
on
still.
time each day?
we were there every fucking day, dude. I couldn't do that anymore.
I was glad that I didn't make it the second day.
I know.
And a baby part of me, I was like,
James was like up all night with the heater on, like 95 degrees, to keep his hands warm.
holy yeah, his hands were warm.
Dude, it was insane. You could feel the heat from their room across the hall.
Yeah. It attracted all the bed bugs to one room, so I'm down with it. One more thing. I'm bummed that I didn't get to show off my new recording because I got some new layouts. But you know, next week or the other week.
Put it in
Whatever.
shit posts. Oh, did you see my shit post today?
Which shit post?
It's kind of funny.
You got the night filter on your phone?
Flux, yeah.
Yeah. Man, I'm so tired.
He almost beat Dr. B. It was the
I
last-
did
last
almost
step.
beat Dr. B. I SD'd the second stock away, had a sick comeback, and you know, it's my typical last stock, last hit, I fucking lose.
That's the coyote cocktail.
That's the coyote cocktail, baby. But dude, I don't know. For me, it's kind of weird because I mean, I like to win and I do practice melee, but I don't know, dude. Melee's hard, and there's parts of it where it's like, man, I gotta learn how to pivot right there. Fuck that. So I don't know. I think it's cool to have a healthy relationship with the competitive part of your life. I think that's a lot of, we were talking about ping pong earlier. I think ping pong is a lot about that theme. Like, competition is cool, and I think it brings us to our human roots of like, we used to kill each other, you know what I mean? So like, I think if you can cultivate a healthy relationship with competition, I think it's beautiful and I think it's good for you. And personally, I kind of think that's how I approach Melee. I just like to play. I like to try to win. I never don't try to win. I just also don't practice that much. So I know what I'm getting into, basically, where it's like, I'm probably not going to beat FlowerDog this week, but I'm going to try. Like, I'm going to fucking try. You know what I mean? So
I think it would be. I'd have like different thoughts about it if I wasn't like on this pedestal of like player to beat kind of thing, which is like kind of weird to think about. Because like I got my shit rocked at Big House by like,
right.
some Falco I've never even heard of. He was playing a box, by the way, pre-nerf. So I totally get the competitive spirit and what people want from it. I guess that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't feel it anymore. When I play James today, I'm just like, whatever. I'll just kind of like,
Why don't you go Mario in bracket?
I might.
Yeah. Why are you going Falco if you're to the wins now?
Well, it makes people mad.
It does? Doesn't make me mad.
James won't play me if I'll play like.
Oh. Yeah. Rick, I think
I
you
don't want
should.
it to be disrespectful.
It's
so
not disrespectful. It
that's what
doesn't
you
matter.
think. Like Mario, like freaks out if I play Samus, and same with Max. If I play Marth against
Oh,
them,
really?
they'll like just drop and quit.
I mean, so there's a part of me that would love to hear you say things like that you want to be really, really good at Melee and like want to keep playing. But I also get that like you don't care that much.
I just want to swag out.
Yeah.
I don't care about the
Major
dub.
League swag out.
It'd be Melee's not like that for me.
Yeah,
anymore.
but what's to stop you from just at the next weekly, just go Link.
I mean, I will.
Do it.
I don't know what I'm saying. I think I'll still get second
Give me that link,
because
dude.
I used to go Samus and Goofy characters all the time. But then people started getting mad, which I'm not about. I don't want to ruin someone's time for me to have like a chuckle when I can like.
But you also don't owe them anything. Like
maybe I feel like as like a local top player, the experience of the other players is far before my own.
I don't think so because, dude. Okay, I was talking to James earlier about some shit, but like, there's some people who just go to tournaments to awkwardly get a picture with fucking Mewtwo King and like buy an O2 grinder and like go fuck themselves. Like,
Yeah, cool.
So who the fuck are those people for? The way I see it, dude, if those people can go to a tournament and sleep at night, I think you should just play whoever you want, dude. Just have fun.
Yeah.
I think if there's actually a party that's like, man, I didn't have that much fun today. I didn't really want to play James, like blah, blah, blah. I think you should just put the cursor on whoever you want to play and just have a good time. It's never going to bother me.
Also, I'm. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna call some people out.
Yeah.
People don't want to play friendlies here. There's some people in the upper crust that will just refuse to play friendlies.
Who?
Mario will never play friendlies with me, and James will never play friendlies either. And I don't know. What is your guys' deal?
I don't think I've played DryBones and friendlies since like 2019.
He asked me earlier to play,
But
which
like,
has
I
been a
also
while.
don't go to Mario Sing on Wednesdays,
Yeah.
which I probably will as soon as I don't know. I don't have family in town. And shit.
When we used to have a lot more people playing every week, it'd be so annoying getting a bye because I would play like 2 sets of Melee,
right,
and no one would play friendlies. So I would come here and be here for like 10 hours.
right.
Maybe not that long. Like
Honestly, I
7
play right
hours.
now, but James put away all the stuff.
I know. Like, what the fuck?
We have like 50 minutes left.
Okay, so a lot of times people are like, how do we make tournaments better for new people or whatever? How can we make tournaments better for you, dude? I mean, I want you to have fun here too. Like, it's not all about Lemon Lord and fucking ores. Like, I want you to have fun.
Oh, I have fun. I'm having fun as long as the.
Yeah, what's wrong, Rick?
No, when I'm like, yeah, I'm chilling over here having fun. Like, and I'm glad that Roman brought 64 and shit. Like, there's other stuff to do that's not friendlies. So when people aren't like really down to play, I can always like go watch Ultimate because it's hilarious sometimes and their pop-offs are funny. But like when we were playing doubles earlier, that was sick. I miss that.
Dubs is always fun.
Dub friendlies is like the craziest shit always happens. But like in a friendly situation, maybe people are carrying some baggage of like competition that probably should be checked at the friendly door. But this could be like over analyzing because I just want to like come and drink beer and game. Also, on Monday we're gonna play basketball.
Yo,
You
we're
wanna go?
shooting hoops Monday if you want to come. Okay.
Yeah, all right. We should get more. We can do a little pickup. We can go
That's
then.
perfect. That's the perfect time.
Yeah, we'll get some more gamers to ball up. I'm not having fun. It's just playing friendlies is cool too.
Yeah.
Which like I feel like I don't get to play a lot of games. Like I've probably only played like 25 games today, and I've been here since 4:30.
Right.
Which
So
is,
you're saying you want the friendly scene revitalized?
yeah,
You
I
want
think
people to be here for games?
A lot of people leave after their brackets, which is annoying.
I used to do that a lot. I'm guilty.
Oh, it's okay. You're reformed. And like this is so the people who leave like just stay and like hang out because we could be friends. You don't have to just go to like retreat to your room after you take like an L
Yeah.
because we all take L's. So,
Yeah.
like might as well hold them together.
Yeah, dude.
Hold those
So
L's.
this is my call to all Springfield listening. Stay for the friendlies. Let's be friends. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, and let's play basketball on Monday.
Let's play basketball. Are we working out
shit.
at Romans?
I didn't know that was a thing. I was so tired after that. Chasing the fucking ball, dude. It's a lot of work.
Do either of you have any last thoughts? My computer's going to die soon.
I'm glad Coyote Cocktail's picking up some
Yo,
steam.
65 subscribers.
Yeah,
dude.
in the local scene, like they're actually talking about it to other scenes.
Oh, cool.
I saw a post on it or a Twitter about it. Someone was talking about it. Anyway, it was cool.
Well, I really like making them, so I'm just going to keep making them.
Yeah, fantastic editing.
Yeah, of course.
I'll be releasing a highlight video for what was it? Corn Fiends 5? Was that the one?
I think that's the last one.
Yeah, I said Corn Fiends 4. I got a lot of footage. I'm gonna try to release like a recap before, like 3 days before the new one each week is my plan. So if you stuck around to this last part of the podcast, you'll know all the juice
And you're dropping an EP, right?
And what?
An EP?
An EP and an NFT.
Yeah, you're dropping all kinds of shit.
Watch out for Turner 2012.
Cool. Well, thanks, Shane. Dag, you did great today.
Thank you. I could have made it even farther, but
There'll be more. And then you'll be like, how was I even fucking losing the link in the first place? I play Marth.
maybe I need to be Rocky, and you got to be my coach.
I'll talk you up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll rub your shoulders during your
Rub
set.
my shoulders.
Cool. All right, bye-bye.